I needed that.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten.
I don't care about the gods, though.
What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's a curse.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
Oh, jeez.
Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on.
Now the face paint's washing off.
Dare.
Well then.
Why go on, when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling,
Now my head.
a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
It's blue.
Give up.
It's
Not like this.
Not like this.
It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
I'm trying to.
She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in
Didn't go very far. I'm just down here.
Go towards it.
Oof. I'm hurting. Make sure there's nothing behind me real quick. I can still sprint, question mark? Barely. And focus. And I go down here. Yes. Is there anything down here, is the question. Not looking promising. Just pretty water. Oh. Can't quite go right when I'm sprinting.
There it is. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. We told you. Where are you going?
I don't know. Where am I going?
There's nothing to follow. Come on.
Got nowhere else to go. Ow.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains.
Okay, I can sprint a bit better now.
So world. Like this one. Barren. And
What's so
lonely.
funny? What was that, camera? Come on. Oof, them cliffs though. I cannot tell which direction I'm supposed to be going in. I would have thought towards that, but it doesn't look like I can go towards that, actually. Just don't want to miss anything. So we have up there, and we have cave.
Senua.
Okay, this is cave.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you.
You're pointless.
You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Eh.
There's the tree.
There he was.
Where is he?
The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
You have to keep
She
doing
remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him.
under the tree.
The gloom lifted.
Oh
For
no.
7 years she felt a ray of hope.
Okie dokie. I see you. Still in order? Still in order.
Northmen tell of a great hero.
Good, good.
His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
What a swell guy. Here we've got a random hole there. Obviously the rune gate up top. Wasn't where hell needed sewers. Huh. I would imagine most of what's down here is what I'm gonna need to do to get these runes, so let's go grab that real quick. Oh, wow, another one already.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Oh, come on, don't cliffhanger me on lore stones. That's just rude. Okay, it's not a rune door. What is this? Hello? Scary door. Got it. Don't you worry, not touching it again. Where, oh where, indeed. There'll be a lot of walking in this segment, isn't there? What this? Is this just another way to go? Can I only get here from this direction? Oh, hello.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund.
Well then.
So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Not the pure of blood. Oh no, I could have come around this way. Okay. There's a lot of branching paths here that all go to the same place. Oh, It looks like I can go all the way to the tree. It didn't look like I could before. It's real far away.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Uh-huh. You ain't getting past me.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
This is all just going downhill left and right.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really
You're not real. Ow, my eyes. Whoa.
Where are you going? Where is she going?
Yeah, the face paint is like delineating between the present and the past, for sure.
Fine, it's just a deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew, and dance with it, just like he does.
Pretty. Much brighter than before, too. Immensely brighter than before.
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. Bring your sword.
Aw.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed.
That's a new
the day
voice.
the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Angie.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
I am working on it. Into the tree.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here.
Then who are you? Shush.
Survive.
You met him by the tree.
Okay, that's obviously one there, but what is this?
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
What is this silliness? Okay, that must be something I get now. Let's grab this first.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund
Whoopsie.
calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Usually. Doesn't quite go well, usually. Jesus, another one back here. They're flipping everywhere in this area.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye.
Odin?
The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
So Odin just showed up and killed him. 'Cause. Fun. Okay, so there's another one of those. Okie dokie, into the tree we go. Oh, goody, skulls. That's what we like to see. Oh, speaking of swords.
A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it.
I'm trying. What happening?
It's coming from there and there. What are they? Look, where's it coming from? She's started something.
Are there three?
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
Okay, it seems like the places with the ropes are places I can drop down. That's what those indicate.
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
I'm not close enough to focus yet. Hold on.
Go to it. It's not safe.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, He gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
That's unfortunate. Is this a loading screen? Seems like it, okay. Whoa.